going back. You think about those shades, that SoCal attitude. It amounted to the nickname Hollywood Hamels in former teammate Jimmy Rollins' book. The 2008 chapter concluded with a World Series trophy and MVP honors for Hamels. All these years later, that nickname seems particularly fitting if yesterday happens to be the final chapter in Hollywood's career with the Phillies. You know, it's only happened 6 times in Major League history, a no-hitter and a 3-home-run game on the same day. 27-year-old rookie Chris Heston and Joey Votto, they did it earlier this season. Cole Hamels and a player on the other side of his career made it happen again last night. 40 is the new 30, maybe the new 20, you might say.
To be fair, we are not talking about this, a Cole Hamels no-hitter this morning, if not for a couple key plays from Odubel Herrera.
Like that one?
Like this one. We had this debate, though. Were they great plays or were they great recoveries from potentially catastrophic near mistakes?
You talk about that final out, and Phillies first base coach and outfield instructor Juan Samuel was honest. He almost gave me a heart attack. That's pretty much, I think, on your Sunday morning. You know, Maria Shriver told me that her late mom would already be on to the next challenge. That's just how Eunice Kennedy Shriver was. I hope, though, that she would take a moment to appreciate what has already begun to inspire all of us.
Last night was a special night, honestly, and if it's any indication, we are in for a remarkable week. Special Olympics, World Games, opening ceremonies last night in Los Angeles. Over the next 9 days, we're going to see the largest event in LA since the 1984 Summer Olympiad.
Oh, man, you know what? Let's talk about your quarterback position. Last year it was Tyler Murphy. What a dual threat. He could do it all with his arm and with his legs. But now you have a guy in Darius Wade. What kind of challenges for you does Wade present?
A guy who plays at BC and has that last name. What kind of extra pressure is involved?
I'm sure there is. You know, I mean, those are, you know.
Steve.
I didn't. That's you know.
That's magical.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, we probably don't even have a real locker room or anything. We might have to go old school on them, you know, and just board the yellow bus. I don't know.
They have played football at Fenway before. You remember that?
Yeah.
The Pats, Jim Nance and company back in the 60s.
Nice history lesson out of you, David
Somebody told me
Lloyd.
that. I don't think I was there for any of those games, but we're looking forward to. Hey, Steve, we appreciate you joining us. Best of luck to you guys.
Nice to see you.
Same
Good to
here,
see you
Steve.
guys.
Good
Thanks
luck.
for having me on. Appreciate
Awesome.
it.
To compartmentalize it because so many stories, most of them surrounding Jameis Winston off the field. And now we've got another spate of stories here. So I want to ask you about your sophomore running back, Dalvin Cook, charged with misdemeanor battery for allegedly punching a woman in the face. And I know he's been suspended.
Continue to make good decisions.
So you're really stepping it up
Big time.
in that regard. And does it bother you? Because, you know, when people on the outside, the public perception of any university, including Florida State, does have to do with.
When you win a lot of games and you're successful, that goes with the territory, and those kids have to understand that.
You win a lot of games, you're successful. You also sent 11 players into the NFL draft. What's been the sum effect of that in terms of when you go out and recruit, with Florida State being known as a place where kids will go on and work in the sport of football after they graduate?
Well, it is very good because a lot of the guys, you know, they want to play ball and they do want to play.
Yes, I was just going to skate by the whole interview and just pretend like that didn't happen.
But they had a great respect for him and how he competed against them, so they know he can help our football team.
When you, I don't know how you use bulletin board material if you're one of those guys, but Clemson was picked to win the ACC. So how do you frame that with your players?
Well, first,